Happy 4th of July, everybody. And if you don't live in America, then I just hope that you're having a great day. But anyways, welcome to the revamped Kaiju Discussions, a series where I discuss all things Kaiju. That catchphrase is pretty terrible. But anyways, today we are going to be discussing my top 5 hopes for Godzilla King of the Monsters. Now these can be really just anything. They can be little winks and nods. They can be things that I really want in King of the Monsters. They can just be really anything ever. So, without further ado, let's discuss the top 5 things I want in Godzilla King of the Monsters. I don't really have a good transition for number 5. I want 2 Rodans, okay? Wait, but Gigan, there were never 2 Rodans. What are you talking about? Stop being dumb. See, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. My name is Muto. In the 1956 Rodan, there were actually 2 of the giant pterosaurs that met a rather gruesome end by the end of the movie, but we're not talking about that. Point is, how cool would it be to have 2 Rodans in King of the Monsters? Like, Godzilla in the first Rodan would be fighting, and then like the second Rodan just comes in like, boom, sup boys, and starts pecking Godzilla or something. I don't know about you, but that would be absolutely awesome. And since no one really cares about Rodan, hey, except for me, you could have like King Ghidorah just come in and just like kill one of the Rodans. They don't even have to be like male or female. They can be like father and son. I have an upcoming theory about a monster that is more likely to have 2 versions of itself in the movie. It's Mothra! I can't say much more than what I've already said. So, 2 Rodans, pretty awesome reference to 56, and you know, anyways, let's just continue with the rest of the list. There are many things I want from the monsters, but please, for the love of mercy, make Mothra a goddess. Now, I know a lot of you are gonna say, Gigan fan, there can't be Mothra can't be a goddess in the Monsterverse. That would be stupid. That's my line. Keep in mind, this is the same universe that a 3-headed dragon is treated as fact. If they don't do this, I'm incredibly disappointed. I mean, in Kong Skull Island, there are people bowing to her in her cave painting. So it isn't like people are aware that Mothra can be treated as a goddess. She doesn't even have to have a mystical origin. Just make her like a regular monster that saved like a group of people unintentionally, and they started like worshipping her or something. Maybe she saved those people from Godzilla or something, and that's why she has like a vendetta against like Godzilla or something, or like King Ghidorah or something. That would be amazing. And if people are going to worship Mothra, they have to have a Mothra song. It's kinda sort of a thing. In every movie where Mothra is worshipped as a goddess, she has a song dedicated to her. It doesn't even have to be like its own constructed Mothra song. You could have this playing in the background for all I care. Okay, well that's kind of a lie. If that was actually Mothra's theme, I would just get up and walk out of the theater. Worst birthday surprise ever. But anyways, please, for the love of mercy, make Mothra a goddess. Chances are it'll make your movie like a billion times better. Also, side tangent, actually make her swim this time. I'm sorry, but banging your face against the water isn't exactly swimming. I don't know how that's even a thing. And anyway, tangent over. Let's get on with the rest of the list. So very recently, Michael Dougherty, the director of Godzilla King of the Monsters, made an announcement that Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah won't be the only monsters in Godzilla 2. So a lot of people are saying, oh my god, does this mean we're getting more Toho monsters? No, because we're probably just going to be getting more original monsters. So why not bring in a monster that's already cemented in canon? And no, it isn't the Mutos, it's Shinomura. Wait, who? Shinomura, for those of you who don't know, is the enemy monster of Godzilla in the 2014 prequel comic, Godzilla Awakening. Now, I have a lot of problems with this prequel because none of the events from it are mentioned in 2014 or Kong Skull Island. So I really just want Shinomura to be in there because, frankly, I think it's a cool monster. And, don't tell Muto I said this, but it's kinda sorta a better version of the Mutos. Wait, what did he say? It's basically a tiny colony of monsters that merge into a bigger monster. Sound familiar? I don't think that it should be like a huge monster that Godzilla fights or something. Make it like a tiny monster that the characters have to fight against. Maybe it'll eat a guy. I don't know. Probably the harshest one out of the list, just because of the statements that I don't want Godzilla Awakening to be in official canon. But anyways, all harshness aside, Shinomura would be a cool member to the MonsterVerse fleet of B-list monsters. And you know what, anyway, let's just get on to number 2. Thus far, all the hopes I've stated are basically for the monsters, but this is the only one that isn't related to them. Okay, give the monsters individual themes. Now, one of my biggest problems with the 2014 Godzilla was its choice of music. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad, it just felt generic at times. It fits more into that style of Marvel type music where it uses tempo tracks to build upon its own soundtrack. I'm not going to go too much in depth into talking about the music because there are videos talking about this topic way better than I can do that. So I'll just link a couple of them in the description below. But anyways, Godzilla 2014's music kind of fits into that mold where all the tracks just kind of fit into one. They don't really have anything defining about them aside from that main theme, which is admittedly kind of awesome. So for 2019, I seriously hope that they get a new composer other than Alexandre Desplat. My biggest hope right now is Michael Giacchino because his work is amazing. For those of you who don't know, Michael Giacchino has done work for movies like Jurassic World, Inside Out, and The Incredibles, which those have incredible soundtracks, and honestly, if he came to direct a Godzilla film, that would be amazing. But this isn't talking about the composer, this is about individual themes. I've already stated how much I want Mothra to have an individual theme because it keeps her characterization consistent. Godzilla can have the same theme that he had in 2014, you know, the main theme. Rodan can have a sort of remix version of his main theme, and Ghidorah, and I know a lot of people don't really watch my Steven Universe vids, but if you watch my Great Diamond Authority soundtrack, I think that fits with King Ghidorah. I don't know, it's something about alien regalness that just screams King Ghidorah vibes to me. Like, for instance, just watch this. See? How does that not fit King Ghidorah, like, at all? But anyways, having a special sound to your music would make your movie stand out a lot more from more modern ones, and that is something that I most certainly hope for 2019. Now, like with number 3, this one is another number that is getting extremely blown out of proportion when it was announced. So, Michael Duttery again said that Godzilla is evolution in the flesh. So a lot of people are saying, holy crap, Godzilla 2014 is going through Shin Godzilla evolution. No, That's stupid. Sure, Shin Godzilla is the greatest thing that's happened to Godzilla since this. But these are two entirely different things. They shouldn't even be prepared, wink wink tisk tisk. But I think that I do think that Godzilla 2014 is going to get some form of change in 2019. Small changes, as D-Man 1954 put it. But why not just update not only his physical appearance, but his attacks as well? Why not make his beam red? Not just that, make it a hyper spiral ray. Now, when I say hyper spiral ray, I don't mean the hyper spiral ray that you see in the Heisei or Millennium series. Just more or less a power-up to Godzilla's atomic breath. The hyper spiral ray is really more or less just a framing device for that upgraded atomic breath. Heck, it doesn't even have to be red. He can change it to purple if you want it to, because purple fire is hotter than red fire. Wait, stop the hype train. Wouldn't that be stealing from Shin Godzilla? No. Why would you even think that? If you're going by that logic, then you might as well start hating on Showa and Heisei Godzilla atomic breaths, because those are the same colors. Oh, I'm stupid. So, basically, all I'm really wanting is an upgrade to Godzilla's atomic breath. Let's be honest, it would also be an incredible way to introduce nuclear pulse. Like, during the final battle, Godzilla will just, like, explode into, like, a nuclear bomb or something. And then that's when his spine starts glowing red or purple or something. But either way, there's no real way of telling at this moment in time the upgrade will happen. We're just gonna have to wait until 2019 to truly see this. But anyway, these are just my thoughts and hopes for Godzilla King of the Monsters, and I want to ask, what do you guys want for this movie? Tell me in the comments below, maybe we can talk about them or something. Either way, this is GaigyFano2, telling you guys to wash your hands. Bye-bye!